And as I mentioned in the first half, it was something we saw that Gamba are having to really allow the opposition here to control proceedings. They're just not able to get into this match. They had a little period of possession, couldn't do too much with it. And they're going to have to be a little bit more proactive. Of course, that we have to also say that it's not just on them, it is just the way that they're playing. And that, again, I just have to say, that typifies what we're seeing from this Kawasaki side. Damiao chasing down. They're pressing from the front. It is a joy, a real joy to watch at the moment. A little bit of a slip there from Ria Hatate, managed to recover. Here's Mitoma. The shadows now a lot longer, isn't it? It's a good ball in! They get the corner. Damiao. I thought he got the last touch. And so did the Gamba defence. Oh, that was tight. I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, it did look like Miura got something on it. That looked to be on target otherwise, so that's good defending. Well, it does appear in these early stages of the second half they're continuing where they left off. This was the goal again. Lovely work from Tanaka into the path of Kaoru Mitoma, who had it pretty easy going in, and this was also casual. There may have been a little hint of offside, or at least that's what he thought, which is why he didn't necessarily celebrate, but it was adjudged to be perfectly fine. Itaguchi, ball forward. He's just not been able to get into this game. And to be fair, none of the Gamba players have really been able to do that. Here's Schmidt, who seems to have fit into the side immediately, slotted in quite nicely. Look at that. You could, you can forgive the little tricks and flicks, and a bit of a problem here for Higashiguchi. He's got away with it. Well, that was nervy for the Gamba goalkeeper. Seemed to lose control of the ball. I was going to say, you can forgive Kawasaki at the moment in this match, which they are completely dominating. Tricks and flicks. How are they managing to find so many pockets of space here? And Miyamoto will be concerned. And there you go, there's the tricks and flicks I was talking about. And such is the confidence of this young man at the moment. It's away by Itaguchi. They come straight back here, Kawasaki. seem to win those midfield battles all too easily at the moment, don't they, Kawasaki? Too easy, that ball in from Hatate. I'm not sure I'd want to be playing out from the back with this Kawasaki side right on my tail, and that's, at the moment, they are kind of creating problems to themselves, and there's a case in point as Higashiguchi puts that out of play. You'd think they'd want to try and beat that press and not risk things at the back. Here's Taniguchi, who had a wonderful chance in the first half of a corner. And an opportunity now to come forward. Kawasaki. He's dispossessed very quickly. You can see what they were trying to do, get the ball up to Mitoma. It was in a good position. There's Yajima. Turning it on a bit more here. Onose. Now Yajima. Lovely work from Onose.
Nice.
You heard someone in there saying nice, and I would have to concur. Well, that's what I said. They've got to be more proactive here, Gamba. They have to try and take the game to Kawasaki. Easier said than done, of course. Their fans trying whatever they can to get their team going. Chants and shouting and all that kind of thing, not really allowed at the moment under the COVID protocols inside stadia, which is why they can only really clap. And that is fairly well defended. Was there a handball in there from Mitoma? Don't think so. Not given by the referee. Hatate puts it away. Onose. He's brightened up, hasn't he, in this little period here. Look at that from Leandro Damião. And he's actually been coming back a fair bit. There you go again. He's doing his bit at the back. What, did that go out? No, he's kept it in, Jung Seung Ryong, and very impressive. When your centre forward is doing all that kind of stuff, it really does boost the rest of the team. Not necessarily a player who's known for his endeavour. And he's certainly doing this bit. He's buying into the philosophy that Toru Niki has embedded in this club, their style of play. And I still remember have Yu Kobayashi to bring on, the veteran. I'm sure he'll get a bit of an appearance later. That's a nice ball. Out onto this right-hand side for Yajima. This is about as good as it's got for Gamba Osaka at the moment. But remember, you always just get that feeling that Kawasaki will know when they want to just turn it on again. Yamamoto. It might be the first time we've even mentioned his name. This is how little they're getting the ball. Over 60% possession in the first half, Kawasaki. The question many would have for a team that played the way that Kawasaki do is this something they can maintain not just within a match, but also within a season? And the answer is yes. They did it last year, but as we've seen in this game, they know when to turn it on and off. Looking at some of the players here for Gamba Osaka. That is the big man there, Leandro Pereira, brought in from Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Sure he'll get a bit of a run out, especially as they need goals, and with the outside of his foot, Mitoma looking for Ianaga. 11 years separate those two players. It is a really impressive blend of youth and experience in this Kawasaki side. Finally released their long-serving Kengo Nakamura. What a great servant to the club he has been. Kawasaki frontale. He's been certainly the busier of the two goalkeepers, isn't he? Higashiguchi. And Nakamura retiring after a very good career with this club, and I think many people are happy that he's managed to get some titles towards the end of it. And that was a challenge from Jesil. And the momentum, all momentum lost. That was one time where the high line perhaps being slightly caught out there, Kawasaki. Here's Onose. That was one of the rare shots that they've had. Not that it caused any problems for Jung Sung-ryung. They got the ball. They also got Jesil. Also got a little bit of Fujiharu. Onose's shot, never troubling anyone really. But at least in patches of the second half, there's a willingness now to come forward a bit more, assert themselves. Again, it's this balance now of whether they want to unleash their new look attack. As we say that, they're being put through their paces on the sidelines. See if they'll get a call up soon. Yajima. Here's Onose. Seem to be finding a little bit more joy down this right-hand side, Gamba Osaka. There's Ideguchi. Yajima. Onose. Schmidt. No foul as he tried to press. Yajima, Patrick. Could have taken a shot there. Kurata didn't. Now, can they break here? Lovely work. Maybe just not enough on that one from Leandro Damião. Kurata. And again, another one we haven't said too much about in this game. Ideguchi, he saw the space there for Onose. Decent ball in, but no real power in that header, of course, difficult as the ball was stood up for him. Oh, that's a great goal. Wonderful execution. And the perseverance in this second half has paid off. And they desperately needed something, didn't they, Gamba Osaka, in a game in which they've been second best for most of it, if not all. Just looked a little disheveled at the back, couldn't clear their lines. That's a great goal, taking it down and unleashing the shot. He had to take that quickly, Yajima. It's a really good goal. To be able to bring it down and then take the shot quickly, not easy. Miyamoto's pleased. And they are back in this game. Here's Damião. Just wondered if they'll turn the magic on again, and that's a block on his shot. Well, from a neutral point of view, this is exactly what you want to kickstart this game, at least to perhaps jolt Kawasaki back into action. They've just, for the moment, had Gamba come at them. That will really boost the confidence here of Gamba. Lovely touch on again from Mitoma. Oh, almost, wasn't he? Almost. And once again, Higashiguchi under some pressure. Again, I will say, it will please the coach there to see his 31-year-old foreign signing really putting himself about. Oh, ball over, not too much, not too far away. Damiao perhaps trying to indicate to the referee there was some contact. Didn't really appeal too much, did he, for a penalty? Another look at this one. Ball in from Ienaga, not a bad one, just a bit too much. And did Onose foul him? Have a look at this again, the technique. Boom. Really not easy to do. On the turn as well. It's a really good goal. The sides met 3 times last season, twice in the league and once in the Emperor's Cup. The first meeting on the 1st of August was a Kawasaki win, just the 1 goal in it. And that was Ryo Oshima after half-time. Told you about the Emperor's Cup, of course. That was on the 1st of January of this year. That was also a 1-0. That was Getsu Mitoma in the 55th. So he continues his good streak against them. But the one that stood out was on the 25th of November, when they'd already sealed the league, or pretty well, just about to do it. Going to get a double substitution. Charles Schmidt has done his bit. Yeah, he's just seen it. I was wondering whether he was noticed it. He's done well, isn't he? And he's replaced by Koki Sukagawa. Yasuto Wakizaka replaced by Kento Tachibanada. Whether there might be some fresh legs introduced. There's an injury here to Damiao. He's off the pitch at the moment. Wakizaka, perhaps one of the quieter players today for Kawasaki. That's not necessarily a criticism of him, it's just fairly easy. Fujiharu. No, Ideguchi's just dropped a little bit here. Legs getting a bit further forward. That's a poor short pass given away. And that was just behind Damiao. I was just about to tell you about this match in towards the end of November last year in the second league meeting, and it was a 5-0 hammering Kawasaki Frontale. That is the team that finished first and the team that finished second last year. In the end, the gap between them was 18 points, a whopping 18 points. Damiao scored the first goal, the 22nd, right at the end of the first half. Ienaga made it 2 right after the break. He got a second, Ienaga, to make it 3. And he completed his hat-trick in the 73rd minute in Manabu Saito. And then completed proceedings with the 5th, just before the end of the match. And there's a handball! Penalty given! Oh dear! It's all gone a bit wrong in the last few minutes for Kawasaki. No dissent whatsoever on that decision. They probably still refer to it anyway on VAR. He knows it. Bemused look on the face of Miki Yamane. It was a loose arm. Now, I just want to see the angle of that and where on the shirt it was. These days, that will be given without a shadow of doubt. And this is incredible here for Gamba to give themselves an opportunity to draw level. Patrick to take this penalty. It's 2-2, emphatic penalty from the Brazilian. Smashing that high. He went the right way, Jung Soo-ryong. No chance, and it's also a time now for Miyamoto to bring in reinforcements here. The ball in from Kawasaki onto the arm of Yamane. Yeah, never going to save that one. They are somehow back in this, and it is beautifully poised now, isn't it, for the last 24 minutes or 23 minutes or so. Patrick, just before that little drinks break, makes it 2-2. You've got to give credit there to Gamba, how they've improved in the second half. They've certainly tried to take it to Kawasaki. We're getting the goals in batches, aren't we? 2 goals in 3 minutes for Kawasaki. That was the first of 2 for Gamba. 2 goals in 7 minutes for them in the second half. And they've just switched off. You can't legislate for a mistake like that from Miki Yamane, but they will be, I'm sure, kicking themselves, Kawasaki, for letting go of a 2-goal lead. And we talked about him earlier. Leandro Pereira is going to make his debut. He replaces Shinya Yajima, as does Thiago Alves, another new signing. He comes on for Shuhei Kawasaki, who's both been, well, Kawasaki in particular has been pretty quiet. They're looking to go for it now, aren't they? Bringing on their Brazilian forwards. Yajima's reward for scoring the goal, well, he's off now. Can they start already? Would have been a dream start here. Far too much space for Thiago Alves. Credit to the goalkeeper, Jung Soo-ryong. And all of a sudden, it's Gamba who've got Kawasaki rocking here. Here's Thiago. Earlier, where they were looking so good in defense, it's a bit tentative at the moment. Oh, it's a lovely ball. They're asking for another penalty. They're going to get a corner, but he was very much thinking that should be a penalty. Are they going to call it now? Fujiharu is screaming at the referee. Please look at it, ref. I think, well, he is, I'm sure, doing that right now as we speak. And let's have a look. It was a very emphatic response here from Fujiharu that it should be. Oh. Hold on, hold on. It did seem to hit the arm. He went diving in. Well, they're going to go for the corner. And that would have been hard on them out time, and it's the header just over the crossbar. At the moment, they are looking good as Genta Miura with that header, and it's a couple more changes. They're sensing blood here. Well, they're taking Mitoma off. Interesting move. Yu Kobayashi, Leandro Damian, it's a change we see very often. Tatsuya Hasegawa comes on for Mitoma. Yu Kobayashi is rolling back the years. He has been their assistant top scorer for the last few seasons. Mitoma will have to take a break. Here they come again, Gamba. Belated offside call. So they've made 4 of their 5 changes, and a shame that he's off in terms of watching him play, and it's so good to watch, isn't he? And there was his first goal. This was the tap-in for the second. And he's just given us a little preview of what we can expect this season. Kaoru Mitoma. Just wonder now whether perhaps Toru Nuki wants to keep his powder dry. One of his star players will be in action next week. Overlapping run here from Hatate. And the follow-up is from Yamane, Tanaka, sorry, not quite on target. They're the 2 players who've just come off. Again, this is obviously nowhere near as important as getting off to a good start in the league. Tanaka there. And Tachi Banada, who is 22 years of age, just joined from university. His first season of professional football. Lovely way to just come in, introduce yourself on this stage. Player who came on for Kawasaki earlier was Tsukagawa, who's also a new signing from Matsumoto Yamaga. They turn it on again here, Kawasaki. They get a free kick, foul by Ideguchi. Let's tell you about the Gamba players who've just come on. Leandro Pereira, the Brazilian, was with Sanfrecce on loan before. He's been with Matsumoto Yamaga, not the most prolific of strikers. He had a stint with the one of the biggest clubs in Brazil, Palmeiras, in 2015, then went to Belgium with Club Bruges, but didn't have such a great time there, so he returned to Palmeiras. He's travelled about a fair bit, the 29-year-old. Did win the Belgian Pro League, but didn't score and came on mainly as a substitute with Club Brugge. Is that offside? It's not! The flag stayed down. Oh, okay, it did come up finally. Of course, this is with the VAR. They will wait and wait, but everyone just seemed to stop. It was a really good save, wasn't it, from Higashiguchi. Kobayashi, again, great technique from him to pull off that shot. The other player is Thiago Alves. Yeah, have a look at this. Yeah, just a little too late, too quick. Hit that well. Yeah, Thiago Alves, a 28-year-old who's been brought over from Sagan Tosu. Possession is slightly better now for Gamba than it was earlier. There's Pereira, we talked about earlier. Had a very good time at Seongnam in Korea 2016, where he scored 13 goals and 5 assists to keep Seongnam in the K-League. Then moved to Al Hilal before stint with Shimizu S-Pulse, then Jeonbuk Motors, before finally going to Sagan Tosu. Oh, it's off the woodwork, and I think the keeper had a touch. It would have been counted anyway. The flag had gone up for offside. Wasn't he? It's a good call from the assistant referee. Came off his shoulder as well. It was offside. Good call. Did have a stint with the another big Brazilian club, Santos, at the start of his career. So 2 Brazilian strikers they've added, Gamba Osaka, with good starts to their career, perhaps with big clubs, but haven't really been amongst the goals. Not sure how well they will do in the AFC Champions League. Still some months away, of course. Open opportunity here, and that needed to be a better ball in from Tachi Banada. No foul, says the referee. Kobayashi was actually in a really good position. They've taken that quickly. Oh, it's carelessly given away. They are a shadow of themselves in the second half. Kawasaki, we know what they can do. They've allowed Gamba back into this game. But that in no way denigrates what Gamba have done. I think they've been much, much better in the second half. Looks like there's going to be another Gamba change shortly, in Kazunari Ichimi coming on shortly. And he will replace the penalty scorer, Patrick. Kazunari Ichimi, the 23-year-old coming in from Yokohama FC. That was his previous club. He's also a new signing. And they've now debuted all their new forwards. Gamba Osaka giving him a bit of a run out. It's good to see. It's positive moves from Gamba. They're looking to try and win this. Kawasaki took off Damiao and Mitoma, who have been very, very bright. And they've debuted a number of their youngsters and new players as well. Get the impression they feel maybe there's bigger fish to fry this season from their perspective. Still 10 minutes or so left in this match. Will we get an outright winner in the 90, or we will move to penalties? There's no way that Kobayashi was going to get to that one. If Gamba managed to turn this around, it is a really good statement of intent from them as well for the upcoming season. Oh, there looks to be a slight problem here for Pereira. Just hurt himself in that clash. We'll see why. Looked to be into his back and then his head. From the new man in Koki Tsukagawa. Yeah, it was into his back and shoulder. Pereira, by the way, is 1.9 meters. Tsukagawa, 1.84. Two big men clashing. Another of the big guns taken off. Akihiro Ienaga replaced by Daya Tono. 21 go forward. And the new signing from Avispa Fukuoka. A lot of youngsters on now for Kawasaki, and this is what I was meaning about perhaps looking at the bigger picture from Kawasaki's perspective, which in a way is also a statement of intent from them, but it is a trophy on offer here. If they can win it with the youngsters on, well, even more impressive. Hideguchi. Should be covered. Taniguchi clears. Are we going to get a goal in the 90? Another one. Remember, they've taken off a lot of their attackers as well, their established attackers, if we need to go to penalties. Their most recent triumph in this competition was in 2015 over J-League runners-up Urawa Reds. Gamba turning on the magic in the second half, finally rewarded in the 68th minute when Takashi Usami put them in front, and then Patrick clinched the trophy in stoppage time. On the turn, yeah, Kobayashi. It's well blocked by Miura. Again, it's the veteran Kobayashi. Got something on the header and then it was blocked. It goes out for a corner. He's had his moments, hasn't he, since his introduction. You've got to give credit there, Miura. Good defending, Hideguchi helping him out as well. Haven't cleared their lines. Jasil couldn't bring it down. Now on the break, perhaps, for Gamba. It's not. Goes back into the mix. Here's Daniel earlier on, taken out. And remember, he scored the winner for Kawasaki Frontale back in 2019 when they won this competition. Bit of concern there, perhaps, for Toru Niki. He'll be much happier now, really, Suniyasu Miyamoto. Lively again, as always, Yu Kobayashi. There is again, Kobayashi. It's put out for a corner. Trying to turn on the pressure again here. Kawasaki, let's see if they can finish this off. Sure, no one really want to have the penalty shootout. Bit of a discussion here. Is there a problem with Sukagawa? I wonder if that was the earlier clash that he had with Leandro. Yeah, is it a concussion issue, perhaps? He's the one who came up to the referee and just said something. Might be, maybe it's his nose. Does look like it might be. No, this was that. Oh no, it was when he clashed with his own player, Jasil. Yeah, I thought it might have been the one with Leandro Pereira. We're just checking to see if he's okay. Well, they have got a final substitution, thankfully, from Kawasaki's point of view. You'd think they might not want to risk Sukagawa. Whatever happens, Gamba are going to make a change anyway. Ryu Takao is on for Shukurata. It's a little bit more of a defensive move. And they've got plenty of attackers on the pitch anyway. I was wondering whether they want to keep Kurata on for the penalty shootout. That's not going to be the case here. And they're not taking any chances there with Sukagawa. And they're going to bring on the fullback, Shintaro Kurumaya, on for these last couple of minutes. Well, okay, 6 minutes then. Confirmation of how much time we'll have. Still plenty of time, really, and it's another chance. Again, it's that near post header, and again, it's Higashiguchi with a good save. He's reacted well to those. He's had a bit of a tough time today, hasn't he? But Yeah, it was all fairly comfortable in the end. But it was Taniguchi. The worrying thing is, on some of these set pieces, some of the corners today, they've been a bit static defending from Gamba Osaka, and again they get the header in. This time it's not going to cause any problems. These last few minutes, Kawasaki looking to finish it off.
Western United FC.
Bit of space on this right-hand side for the new man in, Dayo Tono. And that's what they're playing for, the Super Cup. A reminder that if it is still drawn scores at the end of the 96 minutes, that we will go to penalties. No one wants no one loves having to do that, but we need a winner, of course. Kawasaki with that 2-0 lead, couldn't hold on. Played wide. Onose. Now on the counter, here come Kawasaki frontale. Was there a little challenge there on Hasegawa? It's okay. Seems to have just come alive again these last couple of minutes. Osaka have won this twice in 2007 and 2015. Runners up 4 times, 2006, 2009, 2010 and 2016. And Chusurong managing to get that away. Kawasaki winning this once in 2019, as I mentioned earlier. Runners up in 2018. Seem to have a bit of a problem there. Zone player. That's always frustrating. Miura's okay. Into the final minute then of this match. And it does look, unless something quite dramatic happens now, that we are going to penalties. Can he have a shot here? Yu Kobayashi! We said there might be something dramatic, and it certainly has happened right at the end of this game. And it's the prolific veteran, Yu Kobayashi, who gets the goal. He was afforded so much space there. Gentamura smashes the ground in frustration. And Kobayashi continues where he left off last season. What a player he still is for this club. But he had all the time in the world, really, to go for it, and he's picked his spot brilliantly. How was he allowed so much space at the end? They all switched off, didn't they? Right at the end, we had some drama. And what a way to end it. Now, you might argue, overall, over the 90 minutes, a deserved win for Kawasaki, who did switch off for large parts of that second half. A credit to Gamba Osaka for making a match out of it in the second half. We had goals from Kaoru Mitoma as well, Shinya Yajima, and then Patrick at a penalty. And the full-time score at the Saitama Stadium in the Fuji Xerox Super Cup 2021. It's Kawasaki Frontale 3,